Well, you see, the thing is, Peter began awkwardly, I can't seem to contact anyone. What does that mean? Sam demanded. She sounded on the verge of hysteria. Well, it could mean that we're the only ones left. At least in this area. In theory. He rubbed the back of his head awkwardly as he spoke. I knew it. The papers predicted this. They said if the commie tosser got in, the world would end. And it has. No one believes the tabloids, but they was right about the immigrants, and they was right about this. Will you shut the hell up, you utter pillock? Sam looked like she'd moved from hysteria to anger fairly quickly, which was probably best. Well, of course a lesbo like you would deny it. This is all part of the gay agenda. Shut up, Tyrone. I couldn't pretend to be demure anymore. It just seemed so totally unfair to me that Tyrone got to be one of the last surviving humans on the planet. Suddenly, Tyrone crumpled to the floor, unconscious. Peter put his biro back in his pocket. Not standard government issue, you understand. But I have clearance, he explained. So what do we do now? I asked. My degree in media studies, followed by a varied career in telephone marketing and web design, had done very little to prepare me for the apocalypse, and I was quite happy to be guided by those with the appropriate training. I need to find my son, Sam said firmly. He's on school camp this week, so they might have been out of the blast radius, and he'll be worried about me. I understand if you need to get to some sort of top-secret government bunker or something. I can go it alone. No, we will stick together, Peter said decisively. Unless I can get radio signal, I don't know where we should be headed anyway. So school camp seems as good a location as any. We'll head out at first light. I hadn't even thought about my family and friends. But to be honest, I would be absolutely no use to them if I did find them. After all, I am the idiot who wore heels to the apocalypse. Then a thought struck me. Do we have to bring Tyrone? We can't really leave him. He'd die on his own. Sam spoke contemplatively. Oh no. I was struggling to see how this was a bad outcome, but still wanted Peter to think that I was sweet and innocent. He's a personal trainer. He'll have survival skills. We'll ask him if he wants to come, Peter said. If he wants to go it alone, we won't force him. If he starts to be a threat to the mission, we'll reconsider. Mission? I asked. Excuse me. Peter hurried off into the bushes. Do you ever get the impression you aren't being told everything? I asked Sam. All the time. That's why I never read tabloids. I mean now. Well, he's a spook, isn't he? He's not going to tell us everything. He's your boyfriend. Just ask him if you want to know stuff. He's not my boyfriend. We've only just met. Do you think we had a connection? Oh, Christ, it's the apocalypse and I'm gossiping about boys. What's that? There was a noise in the bushes. I don't know. If Tyrone wasn't out cold, he could use his natural male scouting skills to check it out. I'm not as equipped for nature. It could be zombies. Are there zombies? I don't know. Could be. Or an army of evil robots. I heard evil robots are a thing. I had read somewhere that the government were developing robots to replace the army, but couldn't remember where. Government robots were bound to be evil, I thought. Can zombies climb trees? Sam interrupted my pondering. Doubt it. They just walk around with their hands out in front of them, grunting and eating brains. Well, Tyrone's safe at least, she said dryly.